Hey, what up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Welcome back. Been kind of watching a stream at the same time. I found this really awesome YouTuber that I've been looking at recently. I've been gone for a couple days because I've been strategizing and putting together a new business recently. Starting an S corp. So right now I'm just figuring it out and putting it together because I have an idea of what I want, and I'm kind of looking at the finances for the next couple of months to kind of get that one going. It's gonna be fun, but not here to talk about that today. Today I want to talk to you guys about the red pill movement, because ironically I've been watching this dude stream and it's like, man, I've been wanting to make a video on this for a minute, and I kind of got some inspiration from him about and I'm gonna talk a bit about my experience and why I think the red pill is full of bullshit, frankly. So first and foremost, when I started my journey of leveling up, I started with the red pill, and as I started going through things, luckily for me, I kind of figured it the fuck out, like within the first year, that instead of being a men's improvement deal, it's more like the men's suffrage movement, and it's like feminizing bullshit, I will tell you, I'm not the biggest fan of it, because the more you go on, the more bitch like you act, and you start hating women. It's like, I don't hate women. Listen, I don't hate women, 100%. I love women. And as I was going on, it's like, just a men, and like I look at the comment section, and it's like, you start kind of waking up a bit more. It's like I woke up from the red pill in a real way. I mean, it's not like, and I realized some of the comments I started making on as I went, it's like, hold up, wait a minute, this don't sound like me. Number one, I ain't one to, bitch, moan, and whine and complain about all the faults of women, because let's be honest, the only reason why we have most of the problems in the world that we do is because men failed. We fucked up. We didn't step up enough. And, you notice women are more acting like men, and men are acting like bitches, so it's like, I ain't a bitch. Why am I bitching and moaning about things that I know damn well and good I can change? I know damn well and good I can do better. I know damn well and good that, this isn't who I am. Why the fuck? And then, black pill, right? Black pill is about looks maxing. Now, I'm gonna say two things. I'm gonna say one thing about the black pill. I realize full well and good your appearance is important, because after all, first impressions are everything. Mindset and growth is important too, but red pill is going in the wrong direction. Now, I got into red pill in about 2021, 2022. I think it was early 2022. I got really into it, because it's like, I want to be a better man. And at that point, I don't know. I heard it started out great, but it was hijacked by incels. I don't really know. I don't personally care. Fact of the matter is, you can't be a good man, and you can't set yourself to a high standard if you yourself are hating on women and being a pain in the ass. Listen, now I'm not saying that you gotta put up with a woman's bullshit either. I mean, a man's greatest gift is to be able to walk away. And it's like, nowadays, I feel like men go on these channels because they honestly think that game and pickup is the full way to go. It's like you read a fucking, you watch a YouTube video and it's like, oh, I got game now. No, you don't. No, you don't. Have you even ever talked to a woman before? Because most guys are too afraid to go out and talk to a woman because they think getting rejected is going to kill them. It's not going to kill you. I mean, he was also talking about masks, right? Like, I can think perfectly back in high school. It's like back in high school, you want to be a part of all the cool groups, right? You want to be that guy, right? The problem is you're being inauthentic. And you put a mask on every day because you think, oh, people aren't going to accept me. They're not going to accept me for who I am. They're going to hate me. They're not going to like certain things. Why do you give a fuck what people think? That's my question. Why is it that people put so much fucking... Like, can you imagine, right? If you put in half as much effort and the putting on a mask and to make people fucking like you, it's like people will say one thing wrong to you and it ruins your whole fucking day, right? Why do you give a fuck? Why do you want everybody to like you? You can't please everybody. You should long know that by now. You can't please everyone. Not everyone's gonna like you. People are gonna find a reason to hate you regardless. Regardless. Why do you want to do that? Makes no sense to me. And it's like, I feel like, and whenever I listen to red pill guys now, and the problem is too, even I'm trying to unfuck myself from some of that shit, you know, admittedly, because it ain't perfect. You got to be authentically you, and if people don't like you, why do you give a fuck? You know, it's like you're trying to get rid of those old ideologies and replace them with something that's actually going to get results. You think you're going to honestly sleep with women, but by proxy you start hate women? Motherfucker, you're human. You're not God. Neither is she. So she ain't gonna be perfect, right? Now I understand that, you know, many of us, you know, I make jokes about single women. The single mothers. And I understand full well and good that not all single moms are bad. Because here's the thing. Most of y'all, your parents probably aren't together. Does that mean your mother's in the same category too? Is that one single woman, for example, that one video I did a couple videos back, where I was taking pot shots at that single mom, right? Admittedly. Taking pot shots at her. Not all women are created equal, my friend, and that's just a fact. Now, would I date and marry a single mother? No. But if she offered me cat, would I take it? Yes, absolutely. 100%. Would I smash? 100%. Of course I would. If she's good looking enough, fuck yeah, I would. I'd take that cat, hit it from the back. 100%. Would I date her? Probably not. Would I marry her? Probably not. Because I don't want to take care of little children. You know, I don't want to take care of some other man's kids. Now, if they're full grown, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. But do I want to do that? No. So that's within my limitations. However, on the other hand, I'm not opposed to, not opposed to a lot of other things that people in the red pill movement are, for that matter. I've said in the past, I could give a fuck what you smash. You could smash the single mom, couldn't care less. As long as you ain't gonna get fucked over by that, and if that's what you want, that's what you want, I guess. Me personally, I wouldn't marry that and I wouldn't date it. Just me personally. Would I smash? Absolutely. I don't give a fuck whether you're smashing a fucking prostitute or not. I don't give a fuck. I could give a fuck whether you got a girlfriend. I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck less. I don't care if you're a passport bro. I could give a fuck less. At the end of the day, are you trying to better yourself? Are you trying to accomplish at least that? Right? I could give a fuck less. Because at the end of the day, my only concern for me to you is, regardless of whatever the fuck your path is and whatever the fuck you're doing, are you trying to be the best man possible every single day? If you're doing that, you're doing better than a lot of these guys. Because what I see a lot of the red pill movement as, it's like the men's suffrage movement. It really is. It's the men's suffrage movement, right? Looks maxing. Okay, looks are a part of the thing. But at the end of the day, if you don't even know how to talk to a woman, you still think she's going to notice you, dog? Right? If you don't know how to talk to women, you might have all the looks in the world, but that can only get you so far. I personally think both are important, right? You taking care of your physical health and, your appearance, the way you smell, the way you carry yourself and conduct yourself on a daily basis. Excuse me. Are you capable of doing both or not? Because you can't have one or the other. You have to have both. This is a universal truth. At the end of the day, I personally think that, red pill movement's flawed. It's flawed. I think it creates incels. It creates bitches. And I honestly think it creates gays. No shade against gay people. Ooh, there goes my mic. I think it creates gay shit, though. I really think it does. Because it's like it fucking feminizes these guys. You know, they become so fucking sensitive. These guys are so fucking sensitive. You make a single video on anything that, you know, disses their movement, they come at you like a fucking pack of wolves. It's like, bro, I'm just speaking facts here. I'm just speaking facts. It's like so fucking negative. And you mean to tell me that you're focused on personal growth, but you're bitching about shit? You're bitching about women. Tell me you hate yourself without telling me you're hating yourself, you know? Tell me that. Tell me you hate yourself without telling me you hate yourself. Do I think you have to be real with yourself? Absolutely. If you have a deficit in some area, fucking fix it. If it's fixable. But when you are unnecessarily negative and all that shit, fuck, bro. Yeah. That's one part I'm still trying to unfuck to this day, actually. I'm unnecessarily negative about shit, and when I have no fucking reason to be. That's one part I'm trying to unfuck. I understand there are things that do need to be criticized, absolutely. For example, women who falsely accuse men, of course, that needs to be condemned. Of course, yeah. There was just a recent thing about that, which I can pull up in another video if I want to talk about that specific subject in depth. Do I want to criticize? And just as certain women need to be criticized, absolutely. But I believe men should be criticized even more. You know, I do. Specifically the red pill ones. At the end of the day, what you're telling people is to live a lie, basically. You know, you're putting on a mask. Again, if people took all that mental energy, because it's both mental and physical, if people took away that mental and physical energy away from doing that and actually focused on, you know, just being authentic, for one, it's a lot less stressful. And number two, you can put all that energy into starting a business or a company, making shit happen, doing more. It's fucking exhausting trying to be someone you're not, just so some people may or may not like you. Because let me tell you something, regardless of what you do, people will hate you regardless. And it's like you're putting on 100 different masks, like, wherever you go. And, like, you tell me, is that a real fucking person, or are you more like a puppet on a thing of strings? Tell me which one it is. Because to me, that's what the red pill movement is. It's like you're 100 different people at once. But behind closed doors, you're a bitch. Behind closed doors, you're a bitch. Admittedly, that's what you are. You cannot tell me otherwise. That the red pill movement basically creates pussies. I'll just keep it a buck. It creates pussies. You know, there are a lot of red pill YouTubers who react to a lot of things that I consider prevalent. Yes, is the dating scene fucked? Absolutely. Blame men. We're the ones that let things get to this point. Because we decided to take a step back, not put our foot down. And men aren't respected in relationships because they weren't taught how to be men. Let's be realistic here. Men are not respected by their partners, and the reason why they cheat is because their partners don't respect them because they never learned how to be men. If men were taught how to be men, this wouldn't be a thing. This wouldn't even be a problem. If men decided to put their foot down and actually lead and deal with a lot of the bullshit and problems in society, a lot of these problems wouldn't exist. But then again, that also ties back to the old argument of weak and ineffective leadership. Weak men are the root cause of a lot of problems in society. Let's be realistic here again, right? This is the realist pill. I'm going to give you all of it. And red pill guys are going to fucking hate this. For example, one of the big red pill things is they teach you that you got to find a virgin, right? Let me ask you a question. You live in modern America, right? Modern America. 21st century, 2024, going into 2025, holla, right? You have OnlyFans, you got promiscuity. It's admitted, it's a really big problem here in the U.S., okay? Unless you want to find yourself a virgin, unlikely. Unless you want to be a fucking diaper sniper, fucking playground, you know, extraction specialist, classroom commando, whatever you want to call it, right? Because I sadly can't put the real definition here, even though you really should be. I mean, I don't know why we want to fucking pander to these people and, make them feel happy and, make them a protected class when they're not. But if you want to have your virgin, go down that route. But I'd love good luck being in jail, bro. Because if you don't go to jail, I'll personally go up there and kick your ass. For those of you who know, you know. A bunch of guys just like me who will too. I'll expose you motherfuckers. I can tell you that. But fucked up humor aside, right? Unless you want to be a fucking diaper sniper, a kindergarten commando, a playground extraction specialist, aka chomo, good luck finding you a virgin, bro. Good luck with that. It's like, you have to get yourself a virgin, you have to do this, do that, do this, do that. If you don't do this, you're a fucking loser. Okay, cool, but that more sounds like you're just focusing on the outward shit. What about the inward shit, right? Because after all, you can't win the war out here if you're not winning the fucking war in here. Your biggest enemy is yourself, motherfucker. Have you ever considered that? Your enemy isn't women. Your enemy isn't, Brody in the next cubicle over. The biggest enemy is you stupid son of a bitch. Have you considered that shit? Your biggest enemy is yourself, motherfucker. Consider that one for a moment. Maybe if you're having more than enough problems in life, maybe you're the problem, right? So why don't you fix yourself before you start preaching to everybody else that, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do that and that and that, and you have to do this and you have to do this workout and you have to read this book and you have to do this. Consider the fact that it might be a you problem, right? And again, what does it mean when I say you can't win the war out here if you can't win the fucking war in here? The problem is a lot of you motherfuckers are insecure. A lot of you motherfuckers have issues stemming from your childhood or issues stemming from a past fucking relationship or, whatever the fuck that you still haven't fixed, right? You have to fucking fix yourself before you can fucking fix your life. It's the most basic shit. And it isn't just fucking appearance. I mean, let's be real. Do you expect to start a fucking business? Any kind of business. When you yourself are a fucking mess, right? How the fuck do you expect to do that? How in the fuck do you expect to stay on point in life when your head's a fucking whirlwind of fuckery, right? How do you expect to fix shit when you can't even fix your own fucking life, right? How do you expect to preach about other people when you still have underlying problems that you're fucking ignoring and you're chasing external validation? External validation doesn't fix shit, motherfucker. Doesn't fix a goddamn thing. And that's my problem with the red pill movement as well, right? It teaches you a fucking fantasy. That's what it gives you. That is the red pill fantasy. It says all this external validation out there and way the fuck over there, and you have to chase the unicorn that's shitting rainbows in the fucking sky, right? That's my problem with the red pill movement. And it's like motherfuckers are so blinded by that ideology that they can't even realize that maybe chasing all this bullshit isn't enough, right? It's not enough to fix my fucking problems. Maybe I have to fix all the shit that goes on up in here before I can start really fixing my own life. Have you considered that, right? And it's like we put on all these different masks, right? It's fucking, there was red pill, there's Riz, there's fucking, the fuck else? There's another one of them motherfuckers. Looks maxing. There was on your purpose. Now, the looks maxing and on your purpose are a very small part of the equation, right? Both of them are important, but it's not important as you fixing your own fucking problems that are, up in fucking here, bro. Because if you're fucked up in here, you can't fix shit out here. You can't fix this shit. Because let me tell you something. Most motherfuckers who are depressed, most motherfuckers that got issues, they're disorganized. Their life looks fucking chaotic. It's like they can't be steady or stable in a motherfucking thing, right? So if you're not steady or stable in any one area, how in the fuck do you expect to have a steady and stable anything, right? How do you expect to do that? Something to think about, just saying. But for me, that's what the red pill movement represents. Now, the looks maxing movement I do believe to be important. However, it's not the full part of the equation, right? So it's important. But the red pill movement clearly isn't the fucking answer, so toss that one a fucking side entirely. Let me tell you what you need. You need to focus on your appearance, yes. You need to focus on your grooming, yes. You need to focus on your physical fitness, absolutely. It's important, right? Let me ask you a question. Who do you think you're going to trust more to give you health advice, right? I like to put it like this. You can either trust the 300-pound fat ass that I used to be. Like, oh, you got to do this. Or do you expect a 300-pound fat ass to be fucking organized? No. You're more or less thinking, oh, yeah, this motherfucker's just stuffing his face with bullshit, and he don't know how to do anything else, right? He has no self-control. He can't do shit. That's what I think of myself looking back, admittedly. And let's be honest, that's who I was. I was depressed, disorganized, a whole slew of fucking problems. Admittedly. There was a lot of them. And I thought to myself, when I first began, oh, red pill might fix this. No. No, it just made a lot of shit worse. Because you start acting more like a bitch. Did I get my physical fitness? Did I drop a metric fuck ton of weight? Of course, yeah. Was I skinny like a twig for a while? Yeah. Where I started working on my, more or less getting weight. And I would be working out right now. But see this right here? I can't see it because it's all fucked up. Let me tell you something. A couple of days ago, my house looked like a motherfucking murder scene because of this one. There was like blood in my room, blood in the living room, blood in the kitchen, blood in the sink. Dehydration and an iron deficiency had me on my ass. Whew. So aside of like sleeping a lot, and now that I'm recovered, it's like I've been planning out business ideas on the little bit that I've gone back to work and solved a few things, and it's like, okay, I gotta do that and that. Then I had like an S corp thing because I'm pretty good at the stock market. I mean, a couple of my investments are doing great right now, and I might go into that like at some point if I ever decide to start like a course of my own. I'll make it paid because I don't give away shit for free, and that'll be after I start my S corp, and I have that underway. But because I still got a bit of imposter syndrome, it's like I don't like giving advice out on business unless I know that it's successful and it's working. Because for me, I don't like giving out bullshit. Like, I will not talk out my left cheek by any means, on any metric, on any level. You should know that by now. Been paying attention to anything I've been putting out on this motherfucker. But see, again, black pill part of the equation, sure. Admittedly, I'll give it credit on like the fitness and physical fitness side of thing, that your physical attractiveness, that is your fucking resume to the world, right? It's like people will see you being physically fit. Oh yeah, that motherfucker put in a lot of work, you know. They're gonna be a lot more respected. Let me tell you something. Coming from a 300-pound fat ass to somebody who's about 170 right now, let me tell you something. I get a lot more respect by being 170, last time I checked, 171 versus 300 pounds. You know, I get a lot more fucking respect from my fellow man. Let me tell you something. Woo! There's a difference with the ladies too. Just the Walgreens the other day. Got checked out. Cute girl gave me a once over in that motherfucker. See, it's great, right? It's great. I would have made a move on her had I really been interested in that at the moment. Because let me tell you something. I was more interested in getting shit done than actually... excuse me. My mind works weird. More interesting on getting shit done than getting a number. Now, maybe another day I might actually ask. If I see her again, I might ask for her digits. If I can't get her digits, I'll get a Snapchat. And I'll get that from her. She was cute, admittedly. Like, 100%. I liked that. She was good looking. Really good looking. I like that a lot. Hey, you know what? If I like it, I see it, motherfucker. You know? I had a few errands to run that day and wanted to get them done. So, next time I go into that Walgreens, if I see her, I'll ask for her contact information. I'm going to get on that, actually. I just have to Hopefully she's at the register that day. She was fine though. I liked her a lot. Good looking, that one. I smash. I said it, motherfucker. I'd smash. Real shit though. I mean, it's besides the point. Another thing too, it's like these red pill dudes are so busy hating on women that, like, you're so busy hating on people, bro. Why are you so busy doing that shit when you could be like spending extra time reading a fucking book? I got like a bunch of fucking business books out in my trunk today. Get them, but it's fucking raining outside. I might get them once it stops. It should be stopping around, it's 3 o'clock, so I think about 5 p.m. the rain should be done. But I got a lot of business books. I mean, hell, inside there, I practically have a mini library. If I'm not reading, I'm reading audiobooks. If I'm not doing that, I'm listening to podcasts. I'm taking on more information that'll make me better at business, or, more knowledgeable about what the fuck's going on in the world, Because let me tell you something. I'm going to give you some free game this one time. Just that you understand, right? So I like the stock market. I like putting my money into different assets. I do not really hold cash in high regard. In fact, I use the 80-20 method, right? 80% of my income goes directly into whatever the hell I'm investing in or whatever the hell I'm trying to do, right? I have two things I'm going to be doing, and I'm deciding that I'm going to do my S-Corp, and I'm going to get it made before the end of the fucking year. My S-Corp, an S-Corp deals with investments. And make sure I'm doing that as well, because I've been fucking putting so many hours into being awake. I mean, it's just the third week where I've been awake for, say for this week, but I've been awake for about more than 100 hours, like, doing research, because I've been trying to figure how in the fuck I'm going to set either the LLC or the S-Corp up, and I'm going to make sure I'm not tripping and talking out my fucking left cheek here, because I'm exhausted right now. I'm going to be completely fucking honest with you. I'm fucking exhausted, but there are the three things I consider my business. My YouTube channel, my KDP business, which, by the way, I'm going to turn into a publishing company. Yeah, I know. I went there, motherfucker. I'm going to make it into a publishing company. And I'm going to take every single one of my books, and I'm probably going to open up a new account, and I'm going to make it a publishing company. Why? Because if people want to publish through me at some point, I'm going to take a commission, which means I'm going to take however the fuck much I want, I'm going to promote their shit, and I'm going to get paid. But I need to be able to put a few of my own books out first. I have one that me and a homie wrote. I have another that I'm working on right now. And I just got to get the shit for it. And I'm going 50-50 with the person in question. But I have to get the fucking content, and I have to design the fucking cover. Not difficult, okay? But that's the whole point. I think about how to make money. So while I'm going over here real quick, just to make sure I'm not talking on my left cheek, because I'm fucking tired right now, and I'm not going to be giving you wrong information because I'm half a fucking sleep. So an S-Corp. Yeah. Let me just make sure I'm right, because I know an LLC deals with other things. Fuck off. Limited liability. That's an LLC. Yep. Right, so an S Corp or C Corp. So I believe what I want to do is an S Corp considering that I'm running a small business for that one. So basically, an S corp, it's allowed to hold assets, right? An S corp or a C corp, my quick brief here, but I want an S corp, and it's allowed to hold assets. So because of that, I'm going to call it's gonna be me investing, right? And I'm currently looking into a program or a programmer to code me an AI that's gonna scour the SEC database and do certain things for me. But the fact of the matter is, on trading, for example, the trading is not so much as a gamble as you think. It doesn't necessarily repeat, but much like history, it does rhyme, right? So a lot of guys, when you talk about trading immediately, who don't know a motherfucking thing about it, mind you, you talk about like politics and certain cabinets and they scoff and shake their head, but the moment you realize, like, so for example, like this one motherfucker, this stupid son of a bitch. And like, I call him a stupid son of a bitch, but, admittedly, that's what I fucking think of people these days. A lot of times, I don't hold people in the highest regards, admittedly. But it's like, so for example, trading is a lot easier to follow and understand what the fuck's going on if you don't understand what's going on politically, but geopolitically, right? So for example, whenever wars break out, companies like General Dynamics, Lockheed Martin, their stocks skyrocket, right? Or, for example, like the one I'm going to tell you, which just happened a few weeks back, right? We were talking trades, and I was like, so for example, I'm investing into the energy sector because as soon as I said the Trump administration, this dude scoffed and fucking waved his hand at me. Motherfucker, I'm about to backhand the fuck out of you. But I continued anyway, so that's what I think, right? Again, there's always, remember something about men as well, there's always an underlying threat of violence. So again, don't you fucking disrespect me, motherfucker. I'm a petty son of a bitch, right? But I just kept my mouth shut and I continued to act like I didn't even fucking know. And I'm rambling a bit. I'm fucking tired as hell, dog. But it's like I started rambling, like, for the Trump administration, right? Back in the day, what happened? Well, gas went down and we started doing a lot back home. So right now what I'm doing is I'm investing into the American energy sector. So all the American energy companies, I'm putting my money into them because I know for a fact once Trump starts doing what he's doing, as soon as he gets in there on the, once he gets sworn into the White House, the energy sector is going to boom. And the thing about trading is that what you need to understand is that, again, you have to look at geopolitical shit. When a war breaks out, General Dynamics, Lockheed Martin soar, and I'm following what happened in Trump's last administration. Whenever he got in, we drilled a lot back home, and I'm getting in early, like right now, before he's even in, and I have money in the energy sector for American energy companies because I know that when he gets into office, the price of our energy stocks are going to skyrocket too, and I'm going to make bank. See, what happens with the stock market is you don't want to trade when you're in the green. It's almost like you got to use reverse psychology on yourself. You got to trade when it's in the fucking red. But you have to understand, you have to be following trends. You have to be understanding what's going on in the world. So, for example, AI, that's becoming really popular, so I'm investing into a lot of AI. Or I'm also investing into a lot of pharmaceutical companies. Despite my hatred for big pharma, I understand there's money there. And at the end of the day, I'm willing to compromise if I make money. But that's how the stock market is. It doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme, right? Because at the end of the day, there might be a different war on a different front, but I know full well and damn good that Lockheed and General Dynamics are going to skyrocket. Or I know that, Trump's going to start drilling for oil. Our oil stocks are going to skyrocket. So I'm going to put, money in there right now. Or if it isn't physical stocks, I'm buying gold and silver because I understand. And again, this is understanding, right? This is what it's about, to understand how shit works. I understand that we have a fiat currency, so I buy gold and silver and platinum. Because I understand that our dollar is only valuable because it's the United States dollar, because it's the reserve currency in the world, because, that's how it is. But empires don't last. Just as empires do not last, Rome did not last, the U.S. will not last. Eventually, our dollar will collapse. And your dollar is going to be, might as well be used for kindling for a fire to wipe your fucking ass with. So you have to have assets in hand to ensure that you aren't fucked. That's the entire fucking point of me making an S corp. And if that S corp is then owned by an LLC, the LLC doesn't do shit, right? So there's an LLC that doesn't do shit, and it's owned, and it's the parent company, the S corp. I have another LLC that is my fucking publishing company, right? And what happens is that, little fun fact, what you can do with an LLC too, just so you know. Here's some more free game for you motherfuckers. You're welcome, by the way. I said I would never fucking do this, but I'm here to make a fucking point on this channel. Right? Because you're going to understand very quickly where I'm going with this after I make this next point. What's fun with an LLC, a little trick you can do. At the end of the year, you're going to have... I have this one idiot that I know, and he's not an idiot the entire time, but he does not... Like, he talks about shit that he doesn't fucking understand and that he hasn't fucking really looked at. I've looked at the task codes. I've studied business for almost 8 years now. I've studied since I was like a junior. First or second year of high school. I can't even really fucking remember now. It's been that fucking long since I've really started getting into business and entrepreneurship. However, what you can do with an LLC, first and foremost, he says, well, you have to lose money. And no, you don't. There's a reason why tax write-offs exist. So at the end of the year, whenever you see people going to car dealerships and buying cars, right, you're losing money. By buying a car, the business owns the vehicle. It's not yours, right? You don't own shit. The business owns that car. So it's for like business travels or going to airports or whatever the fuck, but it's not your vehicle, right? Another thing you can do with an LLC, this is really fun. This is how you make vacations tax deductible. Listen to this one. This is gold right here. This is gold. And I'm shortening it a lot. And I'm trying to make this as short as possible so I can get into my next point. But what you can do with a vacation, right? Say I bring my dad, my mom, my stepdad, soon to be stepdad. Cool dude, by the way. Brilliant. I like this guy. He's been in business longer than I am. And I'd be on, like, he's kind of like my mentor. You know what? Great dude. This is besides the point, though. But what you can do is I can take all 4 of those guys. I'm like, okay, we're going to fucking Hawaii. Or we're going to fucking Dubai. Or wherever the fuck, right? We go there. I set up the hotel in the company's name, right? As long as, and again, your LLC has to be making money to do this shit, obviously. And make sure you have a fucking accountant while you're at it, motherfucker. But you're taking that money, you're going on this trip, right? And you make sure it's a fucking tax write-off. Make sure you put it down as a business trip. Because at the end of the year, that can be a tax write-off. So get yourself a fucking accountant while you're fucking at it, by the way. But you go down there and you rent out a small little space, a small little conference room. If you can find one, do your research first. Rent that son of a bitch out for every day of the week, and you guys are in there for a specified amount of time. And me personally, my mom wants to start a business, right? Because she sees me starting mine, and she's like, Jake, how can I do that? I'm like, let me teach you what I know. Let me teach you what I know. But you go in that conference room for a specified amount of time, and when you're not in there, you're enjoying your fucking time on the beach, sipping a fucking martini, whatever the fuck it is you want to do. You're smashing a hot girl in the hotel room. Who gives a fuck, right? That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. But at the end of the year, because you specified it as a business trip, right? Because you're meeting with other people who are going on a business venture with you, and you're going to use that to make more money. And what you should be doing, honestly and truly, because that is your goal. But you're doing that. In reality, it's just a vacation, but it's under the guise of it's a vacation under the guise of a business trip. But as long as you're talking money too, because I personally like to. I don't really have much interest outside of money and what's going on in the world, because at the end of the day, if I know what's going on in the world, I know what the stock market's going to do. I could almost guarantee you I know what I want to invest in as long as I have a pretty good idea of what the fuck's going on. Right? My point is, if you put it under a business trip, at the end of the year, it's a tax write-off, and you get that back, basically. It's really shortened, and I'm probably missing a lot of things, but But I'm kind of rushing that crap along so I can get on to my next point. Fact of the matter is, most of these motherfuckers are so busy, it seems to me, are so busy having all this fucking hatred and anger and all this other shit. And they have all these fucking problems going on up here that your whole life is around you is a fucking mess, dog. It's a fucking disaster. And you're expecting me to say that you're leveling up when in here you're a fucking mess. No, motherfucker, you're going backwards. You ain't going forwards. What the hell are you doing? And the moment I realized that is the moment I immediately backed out of the red pill movement. I'm like, no, this is full of shit. This is retarded. No, I'm good. Thank you. Let me fix my mic real quick. I don't like this current motherfucker. I don't like this setup here. I fucked up with that. Just do that. There we go. I like that better. The fact of the matter is, if you're fucked up in here, your life is gonna be fucked up out there. It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be disorganized. It's gonna be a fucking mess, right? And women can smell that shit, right? That bitch-like fucking behavior. That's another thing. Women aren't fucking stupid, bro. Yeah, you have the occasional naive one, but men are more interested in things. Women are more interested in people. That's the reason why they take teaching positions and HR jobs and nursing and all this other shit. While men focus more on STEM. This is a fact. It's backed by science at the end of the day. And I'm a believer in things that are backed by science. I don't believe in fucking rainbows and unicorns shitting rainbows from the sky, or whatever the fuck. Fuck it. I'm just gonna keep it simple today. I'm hoping that I ain't gonna have to put in 100-hour weeks too much longer. It's kicking my ass. And on top of me losing a lot of blood don't help. Shouldn't be doing dumb shit. Keep that in mind. Basically, the way I see things, the red pill movement induces faggotry. That's the way I view it. Here's how you fix that problem. And it's going to take you time, because I tell you, a couple years down the line, I'm still untraining myself from a lot of that bullshit. I've gotten a lot of it out the way, but I'm still fixing myself. So in a way, you're on this channel, you're still on this journey with me, motherfucker. I don't know all. As you go, you're going to see me grow. You're going to see me get better. You're going to see me do better. And I'm hoping that you take some of this shit away from me. And I'm hoping this video saves one young man from having to do that shit. From having to fucking, have that shit completely fucking rye his fucking mind out. And make him conduct himself like a little bitch. Here's how you fix that fucking problem. You have to understand that people are going to fucking hate you regardless. People are going to find a fucking reason, bro, to hate you regardless. That's how people are, motherfucker. If you're leveling up, people are going to leave your side. They're going to be envious of you. There are motherfuckers with fragile egos out here in your circle right now, I promise you. That motherfucker might not even be your friend. It might be a fucking coworker for all you know. You don't know. Fact of the matter is, people will find a reason to hate you. They will find a reason to tear you down. Because you, being who you are, and all the shit you're accomplishing intimidates them. And their fragile fucking ego. Sorry, bruh. That's how it is. Can't tell you anything otherwise. So, how do you fix that problem? Once you understand that people fucking hate your ass, then why the fuck do you waste all that time keeping on that mask, which, by the way, is exhausting? Speak to you from experience. And once you finally take that son of a bitch off because you realize, hey, you know what? People are going to hate me regardless. People still hated me when I had that on. Fuck it, bro. I might as well just be me. Who gives a fuck what other people think? Why do you give a fuck what other people think? As long as you're doing the best you can, and when I say level up, I mean do so authentically, right? We do shit that works here. We do shit that brings us actual fucking results, right? Now just be authentically you, and if people don't like you, then get yourself a better fucking circle. Get yourself surrounded by better fucking people. That's the best advice you're ever gonna fucking hear. Because let me tell you something. People aren't dumb. And I'm not just saying women. People can spot a fucking fake ass person from a mile away. 100%. We can. 100%. You know what? I know it. The world knows it too. Why do you fucking bother? That's what I want to know. And I'm thinking next time I go to that Walgreens, I'm going to attempt to get cute girl's number. Because admittedly, I was fucking busy as fuck that day. I had shit I wanted to fucking do and get done. I'm like, I don't kind of regret it. Because it's like, she checked me out, I checked her out. I'm like, walking out there, I'm like, motherfucker. Should have gone ahead and done that shit. So I'll try it again next time. Hopefully I'll be going over there before the end of the week. And I'll make an excuse. Go and get me a Monster. Get her contact info. Want me some of that. I'll let you know on my success or failure. On that one. Another thing for you. Oh, Jesus. It's kind of interesting as well. I'm going to tell you a bit of a story. It's something that happened to me back in Oklahoma. See, back in Oklahoma, me and a few buddies were in the Job Corps. Now, I never graduated from there because COVID happened and a few other things happened. And what would happen, though, is there was a woman with a fat ass. I'm talking thicker than a Snicker. Like you're thinking to yourself, I wonder if I clap them cheeks, will it clap back? Right? I have to understand. I was an audacious motherfucker back then. Even more than I am now. I walked up to her, and it's like, yo, can I get your number, though? Just kept it simple, bro. I'm simple. Like I want what I want. I don't want what I don't want. I don't do all these pickup lines and shit. Never really saw a point in it. I'm just like, yo, be direct. Look her in the fucking eye. Let's go. I got rejected, admittedly. I was like, so we're like, did you do it? I'm like, no. He's like, you ain't got no game. I'm thinking to myself, motherfucker, you haven't done shit anyway. Why are you bitching? You want to go do it yourself? Didn't say it, though. I wish I did. Admittedly. Even back then, even though I wasn't as much of a savage as I am today. But then again, life experience teaches me otherwise. And admittedly, back then, I still had my mask on. When I look back at that, too. So it probably didn't fucking help me. Hindsight 2020. Motherfucker. Oh, I still remember 2020. Yup. Well, I remember that shit, though. Those were rough times. Nah, but my point is, based off that little short story with you, you getting rejected by a woman, is it gonna fucking kill you, bro? And you think because that woman rejected you, she's bad or she's evil, is it gonna ruin your fucking day? Mm-hmm. Because if it does, it sounds like a skill issue, bro. It sounds like a you problem. That's something I do suggest you fix. Getting rejected ain't gonna fucking kill you, bro. You're not gonna just drop dead right there. I know you can't see my hand, but you can see where it's pointing. So imagine you're in that chair. Imagine a cute girl sitting, right over there, right? Admittedly, where my guitar is, because I have to hang that motherfucker back up, and then I have to find a spot for all that shit. So I do work here in the studio. It's a little cramped. But So imagine you're right there, cute girl's right there. She rejects you. You're just gonna, fall face on the ground dead? Probably not. No. There's other fish in the sea, bro. At the end of the day, I don't understand. And it's like a lot of these red pill guys, it's like it's so fucking retarded to me. It's like you're on the journey of self-improvement and you want to get hoes, but at the same time you hate women. What are you doing, right? You think hating women gets you women? No, it doesn't. Doesn't do shit. Doesn't accomplish shit. In fact, it does the exact fucking opposite, bro. You want to talk about misogyny? It's fucking ironic to me. And then you call out these guys and you get so much fucking hate. I mean, at the end of the day, imagine, right? Imagine I was so self-conscious that if somebody called me out, right, for the shit that I say, and I have a lot of hot takes that admittedly I make to piss people off. I do. Because I understand that, having a lot of hot mics and a lot of, takes that incite shit, it makes conversation happen. I understand how that works. I understand, the human mind. So I understand that, like my P. Diddy video, I got this one stupid motherfucker who only watched the short and started popping off on there like, you stupid ass. Okay. Did you watch the whole video? No? Shut the fuck up, dumbass. But again, he did exactly what I wanted him to. He did exactly what I wanted him to do. That's the reason why I make the videos I do. That's the reason why I clip these sons of bitches and I turn them into shorts. I take the most outlandish and over-the-top comments, the things that are, I know for a fact are going to piss people off, and I turn them into shorts and I post them. Because I understand, I know full well what I'm doing. I know full well that I'm going to piss some motherfuckers off with this shit. I know well and good that I'm going to piss you people off. And that's what I want to do. Because I understand that if I piss you motherfuckers off, it's going to start a conversation. It's going to start a debate. And let me tell you, motherfucker, I will debate you. I want to debate people. Because I know how you motherfuckers think. That's why I do what I do. That's why I make the fucking videos I do. That's why I specifically nitpick and pick the perfect words and the perfect enunciation and the perfect way to explain shit in the most over-the-top and dickish manner I can, which is admittedly my fucking character at the end of the day. I'm a lovable asshole. I'm either the vibe of the room or I'm the person that's gonna piss you off. Just because I want to. Is it childish? Yeah. Is it funny as fuck? Yes. To me it is. Hell, my mom is laughing at some of the shit that she watched one of my videos. She was kneeling over laughing. Like, no matter who I show my shit to, they laugh their fucking ass off. Why? Because I word shit just right where it's funny, it's insulting, it's outrageous, it's perfect. I do my best to do shit to make it viral, to make it noteworthy, to where people talk about shit. Right? More free game for you motherfuckers. You're welcome. See, you can never say that I don't do shit for you motherfuckers. That I don't give away game. That I never gave away little gems here and there for you motherfuckers. You can never tell me I didn't. Just for you. You're fucking welcome, you ungrateful little twats. Because I know there's going to be some. Always are. Because you can never say I didn't give you no free game, or I didn't do nothing nice for you motherfuckers. I gave you a brief analysis of the stock market. I told you what you can do with tax write-offs. So you can never say I haven't done shit for you. Good. Uncle Jake hasn't done shit for me. Shut the fuck up, little bitch boy. Real shit though. At the end of the day, the reason why your life is shit, the reason why your dating life is shit ain't because of women, you little red pill cucks. This is for you. It ain't because of women. Have you considered that the problem is yourself? right? Listen, I am more than happy. I am more than happy just to teach you a lesson. Just to prove to you how much of a bitch you are. I will fuck your girl. No, I will legit fuck your girl just to prove my point. I have a habit of taking things too far. I'll be more than happy to do it. Under normal circumstances, I would not. However, I will do it just to prove a point if I have to. I will make that shit happen. I will do it. You gotta fucking understand that at the end of the day, if your life is shit, consider that you might be the problem. It ain't the woman's problem. At the end of the day, your whole little red pill bullshit, you're sold a fucking fantasy. Not even a fantasy. It's not just a fantasy. It's a pipe dream, and it's a crack smoking pipe dream induced fantasy. It's so fucking out there. It's like out of this fucking universe. That is the red pill movement. It's illogical. In fact, when you look at it from, the outside looking in, it's like cognitive dissonance after cognitive dissonance after inside of living inside of your own micro universe, and everybody else out in the legit real world who isn't a fucking cuck or a little bitch or, doesn't subscribe to anything aside from me. That's it. I subscribe to myself. I think you're fucking retarded. That's what I think. It ain't self-improvement, bro. That's like de-evolution right there. In a legitimate sense. I think you guys are actually devolving into asexual organisms at this point. That's what it's doing to you motherfuckers. That's what it's doing to you. You're devolving into, hot-blooded, straight men, into asexual little bitches. That's what's happening to you. And that's the way I see you. Like, I see some of these guys, it's ironic. Again, I've been, deprogramming myself from this bullshit, right? I see a lot of these arguments now, and I'm looking at these motherfuckers like, oh, shit. And that's what I used to sound like? Oh, shit. Bro, I see bitch energy coming off there. I'm like, motherfucker. Yo, I was listening to the wrong people. Oh, no. Right? It's funny. It's funny looking back. But looking at it, it's just embarrassing. Like, imagine, God forbid, I still believed in that shit. Ew. Oh my God. Nope. I'm good. I'm perfectly okay with unsubscribing from that prescription entirely. Thank you. On the other hand, the prescription I will offer you is legitimately just be authentically you. Genuinely level up. Don't just give the outside world like, oh yeah, I've done this, I've done that. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Actually fucking put in the work and be authentically you. If people don't like you, people don't like you. Who gives a shit, right? If somebody says something at the end of the day, again, be authentically you. If that means that, I'm a bit of a dick or abrasive, then I'm going to be a little bit of a dick or abrasive. I don't give a fuck, frankly. I don't care. Honestly and truly, I could give less of a fuck no matter who you are. At the end of the day, I know what I subscribe to. I know what I'm on. Right? That's the way you have to look at shit. At the end of the day, you have to learn the art of not giving a fuck. At the end of the day, people are going to fucking hate you regardless. Right? At the end of the day, women are going to fuck with who they want to fuck with. Right? The red pill movement, again, and I'm going to tell you, aside from the hating women part, it's like they think that you do all this shit. It's like have the fucking infinity gauntlet. You're the master of the fucking universe. Bro, you can't even master yourself, and it shows. It shows. Like the things you fucking speak about and say on the fucking internet, it shows. No. No, if you want to win the war out there, there's a fucking window. Hold up. There's the window, right? If you cannot win the war out there, if you can't win the war in here, bro, you have to win the war in here first before you can win the war out there. You have to be able to master and have victory over both battlefields every single fucking day. And if one thing goes wrong, it ruins your whole fucking day, then you have shit to fucking fix, my friend. And it's you were solely responsible for it. At the end of the day, the way you conduct yourself and the way you live your life is directly proportionate to how much work you put into yourself on a daily basis. And I know that sounds a bit weird, right? Considering the fact that everything you're taught is like, oh, you have to do this and you have to do that and blah, 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 blah. No. You can't really do any of that shit until you focus on this shit here. Again, if your mind's a fucking chaotic mess, do you honestly expect to be able to run a business? Do you expect to be able to maintain a relationship? Do you expect to be able to do anything if you can't even do that, which is the bare fucking minimum, right? Which is get your shit in fucking order, right? I'm not expecting you to have everything figured out. Nobody has everything figured out. Not me. Not, grandpa over here who's 80 years old and is doing well off. He doesn't have everything figured out, surely, right? The moment you meet somebody who has every single thing figured the fuck out, congratulations, you met Jesus. But I guarantee you have not. Nobody's perfect. You were a man. You were perfectly imperfect by nature. Shut the fuck up, right? Nobody has everything figured out. But the more shit you have figured out, and the more shit you work on and solve and get better on, it's going to directly reflect. You're going to show it, right? In your day-to-day life. It's going to be showed by the way you conduct yourself in and outside the home, no matter where you are, and no matter what you're doing. That's what it means, right? To me, it's a lot less mentally exhausting to be authentic, right? Regardless if people like it or not. It's a lot less exhausting to do any of that. Be like, dude, you just said, that you can't start a business if you, again. And this is what the red pill motherfuckers are going to say. So let me articulate this and let me make this crystal clear. I know you red pill motherfuckers mean, but you just said that you can't start a business if you don't have shit figured the fuck out. I'm going to hear all this crazy bullshit. It's like, yeah, well, I think I have a lot of shit figured the fuck out. I guarantee you I have more than you. I already have one successful business, and y'all motherfuckers you've probably seen me working on it during a fucking video once or twice. You've seen. In fact, let me show you something. Okay? Let me find it real quick, because I just have this over here. So, I have another book written with being a friend. We're going to go 50-50 on it. These are what I sell. It's a KDP book. I have several others that are now finally made in live. This is the one that I made, right? I make these and they're selling, right? Nothing crazy. I'm putting money down for an escort, right? What do you expect? I'm trying to find a developer to make me a specific piece of software that I want for the escort. Because I've got my shit figured out. I've done my research. And I've had 7 years, by the way, 7 or 8 years now of doing research on business. I've ran several businesses, right? I've done more than you during COVID. I've probably done more than you during COVID. While you were sitting on your ass, bitching and complaining, a couple of my businesses closed doors. So I started another one. But in order to do that, I had to fucking work. So I went and got a job. I got my fat ass off the couch. So admittedly, at that time, as that was number 3 or 4. I think that was business number 4 during COVID. I got not exactly as skinny as I am now, but I was a lot skinnier then because I was working out. I got my ass off that couch and I spent months, day after day, week after week, trying to get a job so I could start on that business. And the moment I had the money to do it, well, guess what the fuck I did? I started that fucking business. I did more than you. I've worked more than you during COVID. And that's the reason why I always like to say, these coming 4 years, the people who still did shit and still got shit done and were still busting their ass fucking regardless. During the pandemic, yeah, you have the excuse that, oh, it was the pandemic, or oh, it was Biden. Okay, fine. You have that. But there's still people like me and a bunch of other guys who still outperformed you. We still outperformed you, motherfuckers, and we'll continue to do so regardless. That's my thing. It takes more than fucking motivation to get shit done. It's a mixture of discipline and knowledge. You have to have knowledge, discipline, and wisdom. Resourcefulness. And you have to have a decent work ethic. And you can't be a fucked up mess. Right? Again, you can't win the war way the fuck out there if you can't win the war in here. Not the best well articulated, but I'm fucking exhausted. But you know what? I'm still putting this business plan together. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck I'm going to do it. And how the fuck I'm going to pull it off before fucking January. Because I want to have this done before next year. I want to have this done before Donald Trump gets in office. So the moment, and hell, I'd like to have it done sooner. So I already have shit invested. So that I'm way ahead of the rest of you motherfuckers. That I'm way ahead. I get shit done early. I don't do it late. I don't start late. I do shit early. The world ain't going to stop for you, bro. It's not going to stop turning. It's not going to stop doing anything regardless. You either do it now or you don't do it at all. That's the way I view shit. You either go big or you go home. Because you have to understand the world don't give a fuck about you. The world isn't here to save you. No one's here to save you. You have to save yourself. And the only way you save yourself is by fucking unsubscribing from a lot of the bullshit. Because let me tell you something. If it's not working, then it's not working, right? And the only way you make life work is you figure life the fuck out. It's not a one size fits all solution. It's a multifaceted, fucking play chess, not checkers, motherfucker. Play chess, not checkers. It's complex, it's difficult, but you learn to play the game and you learn to play it properly, and the game becomes easy to fucking play, basically. That's the best and simplest way I can fucking put it. But you have to learn how to play the game, and the only way you learn how to play the game is through trial and error. And if shit doesn't fucking work repeatedly, then maybe you take a different fucking approach, right? It's the same way with you. Maybe what you're doing now isn't working, okay? Though then consider that maybe that isn't the path you need to take. Maybe consider another path, right? Because I think red pill induces gayness. I really think it does. Because I just get so much bitch energy. My God. Ugh. Alright, bro. And it's like people think, well, there's no other way but the red pill. Because you're a red pill, then you're not a red pill, then you're a cuck. No, bro. Here's the thing. I get so much, I don't know if you guys see some of the texts from these guys, but I feel like I'm talking to a woman based on how much hatred and vitriol. It's like I'm talking to a fucking Karen almost, but a male Karen. What do they call these motherfuckers? Kevins or Kyles or whatever? I don't fucking know. It's whatever the fuck, but same thing. It's like I'm talking to a bitch made low T, soy drinking, vegan eating loser. That's what I feel like I'm talking to whenever I see that. It's like I couldn't even see myself being friends with you, bro. It's like you're a fucking pussy. That's what I think. And it's just something wrong with that on a fundamental level. It's like, what you think hating women, complaining about shit 24/7, you think that's what a man is. No. The women, yeah, you have hoes out here. It's true. You do. I would fuck an OnlyFans model, 100%. Would I marry her? No. Would I date her? No. Would I be on camera fucking her? No. Would I fuck her? Absolutely. It's the same way with a single mom. Is she hot? I'd fuck her. 100%. I'd fuck her. Would I date her? No. Would I marry her? No. Would I fuck her? Absolutely. Same concept, right? And you're telling me that if she's hot and she had kids, that's unattractive? Maybe to some people it is. No. Is it, attractive visually? Yes. Yes. I think MILFs are hot visually. Would I date one? No. Would I marry one? No. Would I fuck one? Yes. Here's another thing to look at. Would I fuck an OnlyFans model? Yes. Would I date her? No. Would I marry her? No. No, it'd be purely sexual. Here's the thing. What about a prostitute? Would I do that? Would I fuck one? Yes. Would I love the bitch? No. What? I'm just saying. Now, in another video I've made, in conjecture to this one, I've told you, and again, I go over the top with things. Now I'm going to go a bit further into this. I've told you that dating and, fucking with a prostitute is no different, right? Because let's admittedly, there are some girls out here, right? And dare I say a lot of them, where it's no different than a fucking business transaction. At least with the prostitute, you know what you're getting at the end, right? You may get cat, you might not. Who's to say, right? Single moms. Not all single moms are created equally. Admittedly. There are a few good ones out there. There are more than a few. Now, would I personally marry one? No. Would I date one? No. Would I fuck one? Absolutely. Again, my priorities, right? Again, I could give a fuck what you do. But leveling up's important, right? Because it seems to me like the guys who are preaching about, well, I wouldn't fuck an OnlyFans model. I wouldn't date a single mom. Okay. And? Because it seems to me like you've never actually slept with a woman before. Now, I've said many times I wouldn't date a single mom. And I wouldn't marry one either. I never said that I wouldn't fuck her. Never claimed that I wouldn't. Let me put it this way. If I had a single mom come up and hit on me, and I was able to take that cat and hit it from the back, I would. 100%. Would I OnlyFans model? I'd still fuck her. Off camera. But I'd still fuck her. And I could say that I fucked her. I'd still do it. Would I date her? No. Would I marry her? Fuck no. Absolutely not. I don't want to be a clown, but you know what? It's definitely bragging rights. Would I fuck a prostitute? I have. Am I ashamed about it? No. Because at the end of the day, it seems to me like a lot of guys who say this shit like that, that tells me that you've never actually been with a woman before. On any level. It's like you've never even dated before. And the reason why I made that comparison about the prostitute and the relationship, because I've had both. And let me tell you, and I've been on a few dates, and I can tell you, at least with the prostitute, honest comparison, you pay your money, you still know what you're getting in the end. With the date, you don't really know. You have to actually put in work, right? I've been in situationships, right? And I get the same benefits as a girlfriend and as a wife back in Oklahoma during high school. And I got the same fucking benefits as both. At the end of the day, there wasn't really anything going on. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on either. It was like, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah, we didn't know. We were just like fucking, we were whatever the fuck. So that's why I say it's a situation. We weren't dating, but we weren't like friends either. So either way, that was my comparison. It's not this, and I'm really clarifying on that one too, because I didn't really go into extreme long form detail on that. Really haven't. But the way I see it is, at the end of the day, that's my comparison between the two. And I do want to make sure I make that clear. right? I don't hate single moms. Now, I don't like the ones that, decides I don't like and it's not even that I really don't like them. I just don't like the way the system is set up and how it enables that kind of fucking behavior. And there are certain single moms that aren't worth a damn. Admittedly. I know one. I can say full sin that she's ain't worth shit. Just saying. I mean, seriously, ain't worth shit. Okay? They're out there too. There's the same way with men too. There are some guys out here that ain't worth shit. That's a fact. Exactly. It's a fact. It's a fact. And I'm going to get hatred for that comment too. At the end of the day, the way I see things is that who gives a fuck, bro? At the end of the day, your journey is going to be different from the guy next to you. And his journey is going to be different from the guy next to him. And his journey is going to be different from the guy that's, wherever the fuck. It's all completely different. Now, you can either subscribe to my way is the highway, or you can subscribe to the one where it's like, hey, as long as you're making progress on yourself, because let me tell you something, if you don't make legitimate progress on your own fucking issues, and everybody has fucking issues, despite the fact that we as men say, yeah, we're okay, no, motherfucker, we ain't okay. Any man who says he's okay, he's not okay. I promise you. We all have fucking issues. And if you decide to work on them motherfuckers, I don't care what you do. I personally don't go to counseling. For me, it's always seemingly done the opposite for me. I sort shit out on my own. I find my demons on my own. Because I know it works. That's my way of sorting through my problems. Other guys, they might go to counseling and it might work for them. I don't know. I'm a guy. I don't fucking know. But for me personally, I've never liked it. I've never been able to be vulnerable in front of people. I can't be. I cannot be vulnerable. At the end of the day, I do better when I sort through my problems by myself. And even as I go through these videos and I rewatch a few of them, it's like, I think to myself, okay, I could have articulated that better. I could have worded that better. That message could have been better. That one was okay, but I could have done this. And it's like I'm even picking apart and I'm learning about myself and learning about, okay, maybe I need to articulate this better, or maybe I could have done that better. I'm learning about myself, and I realize, even as I go along, there's still a bunch of red pill shit. And as much as I bitch about that, I'm still fixing some of that shit. Because let me tell you something. Red pill is not a good one to follow. It ain't a good one. The one I subscribe to is the realist pill. As I'm on my own, I'm a realist. I look at things through facts and science, statistics. I look at everything. It's like I don't subscribe to anything else, and I look and see what works in the world. I don't focus on any of the extra bullshit. I keep down to the bare basics, and then I expand. And I'm always practicing and seeing what is working and what doesn't. Okay, this worked, this doesn't work. So if it doesn't work, I toss it aside and I take something else, or I twist it a bit and see what works. I'm literally like the realist pill. And the way I view it is, and that's my channel, as I see what works and what doesn't. We do what works. We do what works here. We toss away all the extra bullshit. Like literally, I play the game. And I tell you the game. I tell you what works and what doesn't. And let me tell you something. You waste so much mental energy on being inauthentic. If you were to take all that mental energy and throw away the mask and be authentic, does it take a long time to unravel? Oh, fuck yeah, it does. Of course it does. It took me quite a while, about a year and a half, to completely unsubscribe and untrain myself from that line of thought. There's still a couple of things I'm working on, but you know what? Fuck. Come a long way. Should have never subscribed to that, personally. But at the end of the day, if I didn't do that, I probably would have never learned either. And I would have... I'd rather be authentic, and actually and just to fucking enjoy life, right? You're only gonna live once. I know that's overrated saying, you only live once, but you do only live once. And I think that being inauthentic doesn't do you any fucking favors in society. It really doesn't. Because people are going to fucking like you regardless. People are going to fuck with you. People are either going to fuck with you or they're not going to fuck with you. And if your current circle doesn't fuck with you, find you people that do. It's the same concept with women. Women are going to fuck with you, or they might not fuck with you. They might fuck with somebody else. That's how it is, bro. That's life. Excuse me, hiccups. Sorry to tell you that, but that's life. That's how shit is. You can't change it. You can't avoid it. That's just how the game is. So, I would rather play the field as me, right, than be another NPC. I'd rather be myself and play the game in the best way possible. Which is, I don't have to put all this extra energy into putting up with all this extra bullshit, and I can just focus on my shit and focus on what I gotta do, because I'm real with myself. In here, I'm on camera, or I'm out there. It's like I understand my problems a lot better, because I'm not adding cognitive distortion after cognitive distortion on top of another, and it's not fucking layering and compiling. It's like a gigantic fucking error code. It's like, holy shit. If you're authentic with yourself on camera as off camera, you're going to realize, okay, I have a problem here, I have a deficit here, I got to brush up here, I got to do a lot of work here, blah, 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 blah. But eventually, you're going to put enough work into yourself. It's like, you start making leaps and bounds. It's like, ever seen with time people meet, you're like, holy shit, whoa, you changed a lot. Bro, I barely even recognize you. Whoa, bro, what happened? Because I honestly and truly, on a genuine level, I level up. I don't subscribe to a lot of things. I subscribe to what I know works, and what I know has worked, and what I know is still working. That's what I subscribe to in life. I subscribe to the realist pill. From one realist to all you motherfuckers out there. And all you red pill guys, I hope this pissed you off. I hope that it did. And I'd be happy if it did. And I hope this wakes one young man up at least. My whole point is that putting all this energy into being fake, you realize how much energy you could have put into a whole bunch of other different things, and it would be a lot further along than you are. That's what I learned when I finally figured that the fuck out. Anyways, be catching you guys on the flip side. I'm going to keep it 100. As you know, I'm going to keep it 100 always. 100% all the time, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. That's the realist pill. I got shit to do, because I have to run some numbers. I'm going to get my S-Corp set up. And hopefully I'll have it done before the end of the year. And I have to find somebody to make me that piece of software that I want. Drum roll, please, motherfucker. So I'm going to have to do a lot of research there. Anyway, see you guys on the flip side. I got to go and get shit done. So, be seeing you later. Motherfucker. There we go. All right. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to show you something real quick. Let me just pull this up real quick here. There we go. Cool. So these are the current designs that are currently live, by the way. There's just some new ones. Just go over here real quick. This one didn't go through. I'm going to have to look at that later today. This is the current one. This one's kind of my favorite. I ain't going to lie. It might be a little bit out of date, though. I've had this design for a hot minute. I might make a new one. I got that one. That one's pretty neat, actually. I do recommend that one. That one I'm going to have to fix for some reason. There's that one. There's that one. I'm going to have to make that one Amazon friendly. I think I did too good of a job making it look like a fucking Playboy magazine. there's that one. So, anyway, I gotta get to it. I get on with the getting on. But as you know, I have a few more designs in the mix that I'm currently working on right now. Yeah, I know. It's shit. I have to get those fixed later on this week. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep you updated for any good news. Hopefully I can get this done before January. I'm hoping. Because a business bank account takes 30 to 60 days. I should have started in November. But no. No, I did not. Motherfucker. Come out of the high water, we're gonna get it done. Anyway. Right, and also, if you wanna buy a journal, take a challenge, write things down, it's good for you. I always think writing things down does help. I'm not just talking about your feelings. I'm talking about your business plans, your setbacks, your achievements, everything. You know, have some good goals in mind as well. So there you have it. Anyway, want to buy some of my shit? Please do. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like the Elon Musk one, I might buy this one to show it all because this thing's fucking awesome, man. The design's freaking awesome. Like real shit. I'd pull this up for you just to fucking show you this shit. This is the one I got for Amazon. It's a paperback too. And for some reason my motherfucking visual search ain't working. But I know full well this motherfucker's on Amazon. Motherfucker. Oh well. Do it later. Anyway. Rate, comment, subscribe. Be good or be good at it. See you on the flip side. Peace.